Yo! See what I did there? It was like I fell from the sky. Kapow! In your face. We've got the Nokia 2.3 Android smartphone. This is my first Nokia Android smartphone. I'm not going to talk about the Nokia Windows phone that I had. That was just... So yeah, boom, here we go. This is a Nokia 2.3 Android smartphone. As I say, my first Android Nokia device. You can pick this up here in the UK for around about £100. As ever, links will be down in the description box below. In the States, it's around about $130-ish. Again, links will be down in the description box below. So So the gist of this device is, interestingly, says Android 10 ready. What is 10 ready? Doesn't it come with Android 10 already? Well, the answer is no. It comes with Android 9, and by ready it means you'll get Android 10 when Nokia make that available for this device. So you get a 6.2-inch IPS LCD display. It's got dual cameras across the rear here, being a 13 megapixel and a 2 megapixel. The front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter in this teardrop form. But what the exciting part is, 4,000 milliamp hours, so you get a 2-day battery life they're saying here. Obviously, depending on how you use that battery, but 4,000 milliamp hours for a phone, that's 100 quid. That's amazing. So storage wise, 32 gigs of storage, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and you get the use of an expandable micro SD card slot that you can use. Enough of that mumbo jumbo, let's get into it. Rookie mistake, forgot about the bottom. So slide this out, and that's the gist. So let's take out this cyan green, it's called. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at that in a second. So you've got the SIM card tray, eject tool, sellotape behind that window. Get rid of that. We've got some Nokia reading material on what the buttons, how you can charge it, that kind of stuff. Throw that away. Some safety information, yoink, get rid of that. And we've got a 3-pin UK power adapter with a USB type A connector along the other side, and the output there at 5 volts and 1 amps. Get rid of that. And of course, you've got the USB type A connector here with a micro USB connector at the other side. So yeah, let's have a look at the phone itself. I do like, see if the camera will pick up on this. You see those very faint lines across the back there? Those look absolutely cool. You can't really, you can feel it kind of when I scrape my fingernails across it here, but that looks very, very cool indeed. Incidentally, just bring in my Pixel, and this is bigger than the Pixel. How cool is that? It's a bit of a shame, to be honest, that they're still using a micro USB across the bottom. You think in 2020, if you're releasing that device, you're going to be using USB Type-C, but never mind. So while we're waiting for this thing to power on, ooh, how rude. So Nokia, connecting people was the slogan back in the day. So while we're waiting for this to connect in, so you've got the power button along the right hand side, and you got the volume up and down buttons just above them here. So along the left hand side, you've got the Google Assistant, Google search key, and you've got the nano SIM and the micro SD card tray, all built into one along the left hand side. You've got the earpiece along the very top edge here with a 5 megapixel front facing selfie camera in the form of a teardrop layout there. You've got a 3.5mm audio jack along the top. I thought they were getting rid of these things for 2020, but great to see on a budget device here. And straight down the bottom, you've got the speaker along the right hand side. As I say, I would have loved to see a USB Type-C, but hey ho, it's a budget device, so you can kind of understand why they went with a micro USB connector. And of course, you've got the microphone along the left hand side here. And if you didn't already know, along the rear it says designed by HMD Global, because that Nokia brand is licensed out to them. Let's take a closer look at this SIM card tray. So you've got 2 SIM card slots here for your nano SIM card. You've got SIM 1 and SIM 2, and you can also use a micro SD card slot to build upon the already 32 gigs of internal storage. Let's put that back in there. Ooh, it's asking us for face unlock. Let's set that up. Let's turn the brightness all the way up here. See what that looks like? That's a beautiful display there, and a really, really nice wallpaper. Now, my other devices I tend to have OLED displays, but I can see why for this point Nokia have gone for the IPS LCD display to keep the cost down. And it's actually amazing what you can get for your money these days. As I say, 100 quid here in the UK, about $130 in the States. As ever, links will be down in the description box below. Solid piece of kit so far. And this is going to be my daily driver and we'll see how this goes. Stay tuned for my full review. Thanks for watching. See yous. And why not leave a hate comment? You know you want to.